What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster Career Mode. We are still on the Great Tree, but hopefully not for long. I did some tweaks off camera to this area, basically just made it more rough, a little more things coming off, added more lights down below, added some trees, added actually some rocks. The trees I kind of just left since last episode, but I think the rocks help out a lot, plus they kind of had that going on over there, so we're trying to mask what they left us and carry it through the rest of the theme of the park here. So they actually had a lot more rock texture, and the sand was more on top, so let's get some rock texture going out and around, you know, spice it up a bit. Also, I probably should copy some of these rocks over, like actual rocks, not just the texture. Like some of these to over here. All this stuff is a little bit of tedious stuff, you know, that I was doing off camera stuff. That it adds to it. It adds a lot. It's basically everything. It's the lifeblood of this game, I think, is the detail work. But it's also not super entertaining to watch someone paint the ground or place rocks. And I know that, and I'm aware of that. That's why I do some of it off camera. But I really like how this came out. Unfortunately, he does stand up and his head comes out of it, but I like the idea of him being like trapped in there because he broke out of it. I don't know. It's just a cool looking little feature without using blueprints over and over and over again. Also, let's go back to terrain really quick. This needs to have some more sand on it, I think. This should bring up some more rocks. Less grass, I think. More rocks, more sand, I think is going to do the trick. It's going to be just fine. I like a little bit of grass on there, but that's going to do it for that area. Again, we're closing in on the scenery rating. I've kind of kept this up. And every little bit of things I do, add in the rocks, add in the trees, helping the scenery rating out a ton. Our park rating is still going up. I'm not queuing that long ago on Sunflare. I knew it was going to be a popular ride. Some of the rides that you research end up being the most popular rides in the park. I made it super expensive. I made it $12 to ride. I think it's the fact that the sequence is taking a little bit too long. Let's see. Minimum waiting time and max rider load. I don't know how to rectify the duration. The duration's 70 seconds. I think if I close it, I might be able to take one of these out. Unfortunately, we closed it, so we lost all those customers. But this might be worth it. If it only does it twice, 2 spin highs. Yeah, we can't even do anything else. So it's going to spin high twice instead of 3 times. Right? Let's check. Open up the ride. Now the duration is dropped a little bit. I think that's going to help the queue times. Like I said, granted, we just kicked everybody off the ride. Also, maybe want to make it $11 now because it's not as long. I don't know. We're trying to find a nice medium there. Park rating, we are about 34 away from hitting the hard achievement. Park scenery rating still, you know, closing in on at least getting the medium star for this episode. Everybody seems relatively happy. The guest happiness is almost all the way up, which is, you can't really ask for much more. Let's reveal the research on here. We got a rolling river track ride. So if we have a blueprint for that, that would be amazing. Let's go to coasters. Oh, no, it's a track ride. Let's go to track rides. Boom boat. I think this is it. Yeah, boom boat. Did we build this? We might have built this in a thing already, but honestly, this is going to get our park rating, I'm assuming, over the mark that we need it to be. So we're probably going to place this. It is expensive, though. It is very expensive. The boom boat. The boom boat, boys. Where is our park ending? Oh, there it is. Okay, that kind of makes sense. All right, so our park ends there. We might be able to manage to squeeze this in. It is over some trees. Why is it not letting us place it there, I wonder? Maybe because it's literally going through the trees? I don't know. Maybe we could place it over here. There it is. Okay, it's blue now. It's blue now. Still blue. We could place it right there. I guarantee this is going to give us the park rating we need. It's expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it because people love water rides in this game. Let's pop it down. That is extravagantly big. It kind of wraps the park a little bit. I like it. It's just kind of out there. It's not, you know, we have room to expand still if we want to. Place entrance. We're going to place it right there. And then the exit we'll actually place right here as well. The path is going to be a little tricky, but we can actually work this path Sorry, the encoding's probably really bad. If it's skipping, I apologize. I'm actually going to pause the game, so hopefully it doesn't have encoding issues. But again, if it has happened in the past, I apologize. It won't happen in the future. I promise you that. But yeah, let's get this path going right here. And we can kind of get it organically to come out here and then, you know, have our not only our entrance connect, but have our exit connect. It's just like the more we add in this park, the more the computer struggles, which is understandable. I am recording it in 720 though, so I shouldn't struggle too bad. All right, let's go to a queue, and then we get the queue here. Pop this down. We're gonna want to go straight down, I think. I mean, I think it just gets really ugly. Oops, didn't mean that. It gets really ugly if you, hopefully we could score some scenery rating from the dinosaur thing that we did. I mean, I think we did. We got 46%. So I think it's pretty safe to say we got some scenery rating over there. And then as for the exit path, again, okay, it's going to go through that house a little bit, but it's going to be okay. I'm trying to get swoop back under here. And then if things work out in my favor, we'll be able to connect it right here. That's actually pretty nice. Those are not bad paths, honestly. Probably some of the best I've ever done. We will obviously move this tree. Let's just move it a little bit. And then this guy and this guy. Can I multi-select these? And if I just move the whole thing just a smidge. And if we rotate it a little bit. There you go. And then down. Let's get it back in the ground. And it clears that path. Just barely, but it clears the path nonetheless. And then we'll go with the lights here. Yeah, we'll just line this whole path. It's going to take a little bit, but I think it's going to be worth it. Like I said, this is an investment, and I think we did already build this exact log flume in a different scene, or a different scenario. Which, you know, is going to happen. I've tried to download some blueprints, and I think we've used some of my downloaded blueprints. They've also added new blueprints to the game constantly, which actually I think they just did a Christmas update. I could be completely wrong on that, but the game updated before I started it back up. So, could be a thing. I don't know if I'm doing too many lights here, but no, I think it's okay. I think it's all right. Okay, for this tree, we're going to move it over here. We're going to kind of try to wrap, you know, this a little bit. Get these cool trees going. We will actually push this down a little bit. Just break it up a little. Get the lights going. I think we can just line the inside of this. They kind of just line the inside or one side of the path. They haven't really been doing both sides of the path. So I'm trying to keep that up. All right, we're going to end it there. And this can come a little bit more, but once it starts going up, we're just going to stop the lights. We need some sort of scenery going on. Let's check out what we got. What we got here. We got some fairy tale statues, Jester Gold. We still got the clockwork tower, which we haven't really used. I mean, we need to build a building for that. Let's go to building, custom. No, sorry, blueprint. And then if we get some large clock tower. Okay, fairy tale tower, castle passage. So we can maybe like build a little thing here where we get this, right? Is this, I hope this is close enough to the queue. I think it should be. Then we get a clock tower. I mean, these are kind of, kind of contradicting styles here, but if I do that, and then I go in here, and then I go here, can I, if I, I wish if you changed one wall, it changed them all. Well, we can select all the walls, so there's that. If we select all the walls, right, and then we go like a gray, okay, done. That fits a little bit. And I know this is like right in the window, but what we could do is just delete that window, and then if we duplicate this, there we go. I mean, we're just trying to put together a nice little building here. It doesn't, you know, match perfectly, but, and I'm realizing I'm only selecting one side here. Recent colors. I don't know if that's the gray we used, but Let's get some light on the subject, actually. We're going to go 2 p.m. No, 3 p.m. Those are always like the good times to do it. So I guess it's easier to go here, edit this, change these roofs to like a dark gray, bluish. Not going to match perfectly, but it's going to match close enough with these roofs up here. They do have a blue tint to them, but we're going gray. And then that building, you know, it doesn't look terrible. It's not exactly the same build style across, but we're going to have to... That's the kind of off, you know, camera stuff I will do, is basically go in the back of this building and change the colors. But as of right now, we're going to try to work in some trees, make sure it fits in nicely. I like it. I like it, dude. And the log flume, hopefully this is being tested, although we are paused. Let's unpause. Hey, we got the silver star, boys. We got the silver star. And then if we look here, we're closing in on that, the hard mode park rating. Also up to 128 scenery rating. Placing some of those buildings, I think, helped a lot. Let's make sure we test this, speed it up as fast as possible so we can open this and then watch our park rating hopefully soar. Let's see what the scenery rating is. 94. I mean, technically it could be better. Let's see. The testing is not over yet. This is a long ride. We're full speed here. We're still not done. Put a couple more trees around. Hopefully helps our scenery rating. Get some rocks in there. This has not been tested yet. Holy hell, this is long. At least there's a lot of boats going. But yeah, that's the final splash. Should come around. Once this boat is done, the testing will be done and we can open it. It is done. Let's open it. Hooray. Hooray, it is open. Okay. Well, I really like how that building looks. I'm not going to lie. So we go back into building and we go into blueprints. We have that clock tower we just used. We have a fairy tower here, which is really cool, which we could put back here. Again, contradicting a little bit to our build style, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. It just adds a lot. I really like how this park is coming along. Like, if we were to expand into here, it could look really cool. All right, so we completed the medium one. We actually completed the hard. I knew this would make the park rating skyrocket. Our scenery rating is 18 away. 18 away from the promised land. The freaking promised land, boys. All right, well, it's looking like we need to build some more buildings. So with that being said, let's see if we can get down here. I'm going to probably just build another one of these towers around because, you know, castles usually have lookout towers, you know, around the property. So we build another one of those, $455. Come back over here, overlooking this little town here. Sure. Also a castle passage. I don't know if the scenery is like based on, you know, the different ones you use or what, but this looks cool, man. Let's try to like push it into this so it's like connected. I like it. And then if we go to terrain and we get some, you know, some of the sand going on down here. Killed some of the grass, you know what I mean? Again, I guess we have to pause it. I don't know. The encoding, it's getting a bit much. I think a lot of the lighting is to blame for that. There's lighting literally everywhere. But we could do more scenery over here on this ride. Like, you know, the whole path thing that we've been doing. But it's so close to this one that it might look a little strange. But we could do, like, if we do push, we do size up. We just push it down back here. Do, 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 do. I love this song, dude. I love all the music in this game, like, so much. It's so good. It's so good. Just trying to get, like, an organic looking thing going on here. Nothing too straight, nothing too circular. Yada, yada, yada. We'll obviously delete those trees. Cool to have it, like, round back around here a little bit, but not connecting exactly. Got that. And then if we go to water, we go to calm water. Rough water? I think the rough water gives it a little bit of texture, which is cool. If we play this, I don't know if that helps our scenery rating, but it looks badass. I'll tell you that much. It looks really badass. Obviously, we gotta move some of these. We can line the water with it. I don't love that it's aligning to surface here. Yeah, I would want something like this. I don't mind the trees bending a little bit to fit what we need, but try to stay zoomed out a little so it doesn't skip as much. All right, it's pretty cool. Let's move this tree. I love that it like has like this castle on the edge of it. That being said, encase it a little bit with some of these. Cool. Some of those might be floating, but let's see. Where is our scenery rating at? 139, so we're 11 away. 11 away. What else can we do? Blueprint-wise, we're like kind of bereft of, sorry, I hit the mic. Kind of bereft of the blueprint stuff that we could be doing. I don't know. We could build straight up scenery. We could add more like, little things going on if we pause. Zoom in and we get over here. Try to tie in this area a little bit more. Can also have some statues. Fairy tale statue. Maybe this is like the king's castle. Why not? Why not? Seems legit. Pop that down right there. It's a great noise. That is a great noise. We can get a farmer's cart going on. This whole area is really cool. So to bring this area together with some more scenery pieces, I think could help out our cause. Align to surface. Let's see. Not technically a clock tower, but it is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool piece. I like it. I like it. Lantern tower. So if we don't align this to surface, yeah, I mean, we probably could make that work. Let's also get some nights going on. Let's get them right in the building here. We could also, well, we could have put a path through there, but we could have connected. Maybe we should do that. There's just not really anything going on over here. I don't think there's any foot traffic, so if we want to just, you know, cancel that whole area, that's totally fine. Have some guys marching back and forth. Probably want to do it right. Probably over here, actually. Seems right. And if we get the terrain tool a little bit. This is honestly what we need to be working on right now. I should maybe build another shop or two, but I don't know. I think we just need to do some scenery stuff, which I'm totally okay with. Get some green going on because there's some trees. This is like extra green shrubbery. I like how it looks. Got a bit of a castle going on with some guards. I mean, the more I, you know, put down guards, the less I like that statue. Granted, it probably just adds to our scenery rating, so it's kind of silly to delete it, but you could always replace it with another knight of some sort. One of these bad boys. We can have him kind of going over the bench. It'd be pretty cool. You know what? Let's go like this. Is he gonna like hit this person on the bench? I like it though. Oh, that would be cool if we replace that bench. Replace that bench. Column, fountains. We got fountains. All right, all right. Well, those trees are cool. What else could we do? What else could we do to help this scenery cause here? We can add some flowers. Nothing wrong with some color, you know? Nothing wrong with some color. It's not the best. It just doesn't stick into the building the right way. Those windows are just too small. Maybe one of these. Yeah, this is better. This is much better. If we do this, bring it up. All these little pieces, I think, count as, like, you know, a scenery piece that adds to your scenery rating, if I'm not mistaken. I very well could be mistaken, but it's just what I'm going off of. Do this. Ding, 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 ding. Pop it up. Pop it in. Let me begin. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. Let's unpause. Scenery rating after all that. Oh, okay, it went up 2 points. It went up 2 points. So that's not, like, amazing. It's not amazing, but we didn't do too much. But we had a little cool area here by the food and stuff. So what I'm thinking is that I'll grab, like, a scenery piece that we could put, like, a big fairy tale thing. A big fairy tale thing, right? Yeah, let's do that. Well, I wonder if can I show you guys? That would actually be pretty cool if we could, you know, search the thing together. That would be cool. Let's see if we can pull up the Steam Workshop here. Steam Workshop. Browse the workshop. Yeah, man, this is a little unorthodox. It's a little unorthodox, but what we could do is stop this game right here, right? We go to display capture. And then if we go to, it would be cool because we can get like a, let's see. I'll be happy if this works. Okay, it does work. Oh, beautiful. All right, good. So let's go to castle. Let's get a nice castle. I see some empty areas. And if we go to most popular, maybe not today. Oh, geez. Most popular. Castle under construction. It's kind of cool. All right, let's go to blueprint 1. Right? Blueprint we want. Dude, people make some of the cool stuff. Let's just go most popular 1 week. Well, I'm sure there's going to be castles in here, right? Who are we kidding? Look at this. We got a freaking bus with French fries. Princess VR. I actually saw that on the Reddit. A casino? That's really sweet. That's really sweet. Tiny wooden coaster. Romantic gazebo. Oh, my Lord. That robot. Oh, this is cool. Waterfall. This might be it. Let's subscribe to that. I don't know if I'm going to have to restart the game. Hopefully not. Probably going to have to, but hopefully not. If we don't, we can pop that right in. Fairy tale castle entrance. Sure. Sign me up. Sign me up. Why not? Flowery fountain. I think we're good on the fountains. I think that waterfall is going to be really cool. Fantasy. A gingerbread house. I like it. Steampunk. Cool. Fairy tale station. That's cool. Hey, they got the dog from Toy Story. Hey, the steamer. B-double-O. I know that guy. Well, look at him. Let's subscribe to it. What a guy. Rate 5 stars. Well done, dude. I actually really like that. I think that's a really cool blueprint. You guys should check that out if you haven't already. That is wild. That is wild. All right, let's see. Maybe we could just do it straight up. Blueprints. Okay, the problem is a lot of these have we didn't research all the scenery. That's one big issue. That's why the scenery rating's so hard to get, I think. So if I just turn this off, quit Planet Coaster, and we'll start it back up. I know this is a little weird for an episode, but hey, man, you know, breaking down barriers of YouTube, you know, searching the marketplace, downloading things while playing. Let's just open up Planet Coaster again. But if you guys didn't know about the workshop, there you go. You guys should check out the workshop. There's so many cool blueprints on there. And I think that's like one of the coolest things about this game is the fact that they have a workshop. And you could easily subscribe to things. Granted, I think, you know, you got to download them and then restart the game. I could have been wrong. I didn't really search for the waterfall, but we could not have a part for it. I don't really know. All right, game capture back on. We're still live. We're still recording. And hopefully we can get this waterfall going. Career. We just go to Princess Fairy Tale. Let's go to resume. We do have the 2 stars, so we're just working on that 3rd and final star, which is strictly scenery. I think we already checked off the other one. So I don't know if you dip below that. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if you could dip below it, but yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. I mean, a castle would have been great, but I don't know if I would have all the parts, because if they put one part of scenery from like the pirate theme into the castle and I don't have the pirate theme researched, it's not gonna work. As you can see, my blueprints have a lot of not so much question marks, but they're just like, you know, you don't have what it takes. See, we have the sci-fi one and we have the western one, but it looks like, unfortunately, if we go to scenery, maybe if we go to blueprint, yeah, we don't. I downloaded it, but it's under my blueprints. That's where your downloads go, and it's probably one of these that we don't have, unfortunately. So all that was kind of a waste, but at least we got to check out the workshop a little bit. Shops and facilities. Honestly, these add a ton. Where was that one fair? Okay, small fairy tale entrance. See, this is weird, man. Like, there's no shops in it. I guess it's made to put a shop in it. Fairy tale hat shop. Like, this is a really cool build. I love this. It's so quaint. It's so freaking quaint. Also, we're gonna pause this because, holy hell, we are struggling with the. Oh, this is cool. We can even put it right here, kind of connect it to the castle. I like when the roofs go into each other. It kind of makes it feel like a part of something. And if we do that and then pop a tree like right there, pop another tree right there, play it. Hat's fantastic is open. Scenery ratings up 2 points. All right, guys, I don't know. I think I'm going to call the episode there. We are so close to getting that scenery rating, but honestly, it's just you guys see what's going on here. I'm going to try to maybe find a blueprint that we can actually use. But at least I showed you guys the marketplace. Holy hell, look at this line, dude. Frick, man. Speaking of line here, let's go here with pricing. $17. It is insanely packed right now. Takes forever for those rides to run, so we're struggling. Also, encoding, I'm sorry, it's skipping probably. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like. It helps me out a ton. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. We will get this scenery rating, and next episode, we'll go on to the next scenario. Hope you guys enjoyed. Everybody, till next time, stay safe, stay up, peace out.